Hello, welcome to Power Music once again, and this is Music in Simple Terms. Today we are going to be looking at staff. First of all, we are going to talk about the notes. What are the properties of notes? This is the notes. This is called the head, the stem, and the flag. So the last time I told us that this is called a whole note, and its number value is 1, and it is 4 counts of walking steps, like ta. That is the length or the duration of the whole note. This is called half notes, and it is 2 counts, and it is ta. This is called 1/4 note or 4th note, and it is just a count. Ta. Each walking step is equal to a 1/4 note. This is 1/8 note, and it is what? A half step. This is 1/16 note, and it is a quarter step. We have introduced each of the notes. Now we are going to look at the clefs. This is called the treble clef, and this is the bass clef. Now for the record, there are other clefs like the alto clef, the tenor clef, but we are going to base our discussion on just this treble clef and the bass clef. Clef is a voice fixer. This is treble clef, and the treble clef fixes the key of G for female and people with high voices. The bass clef fixes the key of D for men and people with deep voices. Each of these lines are called ledger lines, and they are numbered from 1 to 5. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And between the ledger lines, we have space. We have 4 spaces. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing we have on the treble clef, the same thing we have on the bass clef. Now the keys on each of the line are given as thus. You have E, G, B, D, F on the treble clef, and on the space you have F, A, C, E. While on the bass clef you have G, B, D, F, and A. While on the space you have A, C, E, G. We can form sentences for us to remember. So on the treble clef, we have every good boy deserves food. And this is F-A-C-E. We know it is face. This is face. So on the treble clef, what should come to your mind is every good boy deserves food and face. On the bass clef, you have G, B, D, F, A, and we can say good boy deserves food always, and this is A, C, E, G. We can also say all cow eat grass. Between the bass clef and the treble clef, we have what is called middle C. On the bass clef, we have A on the 5th ledger line. After the line, you have a space, and that space is B. From that space, we go to the next line, we meet the middle C. And from the middle C, the next space is D. From D, we go to E on the treble clef. Now, we can just arrange the keys from bottom to up and see what we have. This is G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F. On the space up here is going to be what? G. Okay? Now we are going to be looking at root notes. How do we determine our root notes? And we are going to be relating it with our tonic solfa. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. We are going to be relating it with it. Now, on our previous lesson, we talked about key signature. And we say that if you have a staff that is devoid of either flat or sharp, it is what? A key C. Now, where is our root note on key C? On the treble clef, let us look at the note. On the lines we have E, G, B, D, and F. On the space we have F, A, C, E. Now, our C occurs at this third space. That is to say, our root note, which is do, occurs here. Same thing on the bass clef. This is on the lines we have G, B, D, F, and A. And on the space we have A, C, E, and G. This is the space of C. So our root note on the bass clef occurs here. Okay. If we have one sharp, our key is G. Now, how do we trace our root note on key G? On the treble clef, we have every good boy desires food, or E, G, B, D, F on the line, and F, A, C, E on the space. Where do our G occur? Our G occurs on the second line, and this is where our root notes occur. And if we are relating it with our tonic solfa, this is what? Do. Same thing on the bass clef. On the bass clef, we have G, B, D, F, and A on the lines, and A, C, E, G on the space. That is to say, this first line is where our root note occurs on key G. It is the same throughout all the keys, even flat keys. Okay? If on key G we have our root notes to be on this line, it means our do starts from this line. Do. The next line, the next step is re. The next step is mi. The next step is fa, and so on and so forth. Same thing down. Same thing you have. If this is do, this place will be re, mi, fa, and so on and so forth. Thank you, and please subscribe.